That's not how the Force works.
I don't care!
Put a ticket in and make her name it gay!
Yeah, I think I remember seeing the movie. There's one scene that sticks out, and it probably sticks out for everybody, which is that, have you heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
G'day guys and welcome back to Casual Rage. Prepare to start the show, R2. This is where the fun begins. Yo! And welcome to Casual Rage. Casual Rage 229, where we casually rage out about the topics of the week. It was going to be pretty much a Star Wars week for Casual Rage. But then there was a couple of things that I saw that I thought, okay, we'll talk about those. But yeah, we got, it's been when I say it's been a big week for Star Wars, it's just been a big news week. There's just been a lot of things that have come out. There's some Adam Driver stuff. There was just something today on Rian Johnson. I think he just wants to get in on a little bit of the conversation while it's happening. There was obviously the true budget for. Did we talk about that last week? I can't. Man, things just start rolling together. But we're going to talk about that again anyway, because even if we did talk about it last week, there's been some new stuff. And of course, it was the 10-year anniversary of The Force Awakens. How do you feel about that, chat? 10-year anniversary of The Force Awakens. There's obviously, I saw something today about Jared Leto, and we're going to talk about it, but, there's so much stuff out right now. There's so much, it has felt so flooded for a long time in regards to entertainment, but the entertainment's just no good. The thing that's coming to mind, obviously, talking about Jared Leto, is Tron. Wasn't he in that? I'm pretty sure he was in that. But anyway, there's some news about him that we're going to talk about. And then we've, of course, got Seal of the Week. And I thought this week we are going to watch a video of some kind, but I'm going to let you guys decide. But we'll get to that. But before we do, I thought we could watch something a little funny. Because, especially while we wait for a few people to come in as well. Man, I'm hating streaming in this time slot. I really am. It's 2 p.m. for me right now. By the time we finish, well, depending on how long, obviously, it goes for. If we only go 2 hours, then I'm finishing at 4, which is the latest that I kind of would like to be finishing so that I can get some stuff done. It's my day off. You got to understand. I only get 2 days off a week. So there's still shit that I need to do. But yeah, like sometimes if we go obviously longer, when does daylight savings tick over for you Americans out there? We got a few of you in the chat. How you doing, King Chris? Good to see you. Yo, Nuisance Bird. Caw-caw. Fear of Fema. Good to see you. Mike Hill. Don't care. See, like the chat feels so much smaller than it usually does. I know there was the change because usually I'd be streaming tomorrow. But it just feels like the change, I had to do it for work, obviously. But fuck, it's really fucked shit up, I feel. Soul Assassin, how you doing? Good to see you. Cannibal of Dragons. Or Dragon, sorry. Cannibal the Dragon, not of. I'm so retarded. How you doing? Good to see you. Hello. Papa Palpatine's Pizza Padawan. Blake. How can you be wearing a jumper today? Man, it was just cold in my house. Like, the sun is like, comes up over there, goes down over there. I got no windows on those sides. Like, obviously, there's the back door there. Gets a bit of sunlight, brings in a little bit of heat. Sometimes I just go and stand up against that door because it just radiates heat, which is always good. But like, it's not super hot today or anything. And I'm just comfortable. Just comfortable. But yes, all right, we're going to get into some stuff because actually, before we do, I wanted to watch some of this with you. Like I said, I saw one of these on Instagram and I watched it and I'm like, man, that's me. That's me when I'm playing these games now because I just don't play them that much. So I saw this and it's crazy to me to think that this is from like this particular video. Like this is a playlist of videos. This is Battlefield Friends, it's called. I don't know if any of you guys have seen this before. This came out 3 years ago. Well, this video did. This playlist is huge. There's 89 videos in this playlist, which is pretty huge. But I haven't watched this one. Like I said, I saw it on Instagram and I went searching for it and I'm like, it made me laugh so much. So I thought maybe we can watch one while we wait for some people to say hello. Stolen Tank.
All right, I got you, buddy. Hey, come back, man. Okay, yeah. Stop quit moving, you idiot. All right, yeah, there we go. That's good. You can hear me repairing you. Okay, here. Stop, just stop, please.
See, like, okay, so what I'm saying is the guy in the tank driving, that's me playing these games now.
Okay, here it is. Oh, okay, now you're left.
I'm probably not that bad, but yeah.
Me. How am I supposed to that's what you get.
So yeah, I'm not this guy. Sorry, Mike.
It's what you get, man.
Anti-tank soldier down. They have 3 tanks.
What, 3?
3 tanks.
Oh, man, they must have stolen one.
They almost have everything of ours.
She said, okay, listen, the tank that just went down, that's the tank that spawns here at Echo. So we need to defend this objective so we can get that tank back.
All right, guys, I'm getting the attack chopper. Damn it, they just took it.
Shit! Okay, so we have 1 tank out there?
Yeah, 1 tank.
Okay, let's hope he's good.
This guy's me.
Okay, took it fire. Engineer, you got repairs?
Are you the guy in the tank?
Yeah,
He's the guy in the tank?
we need repairs.
I don't have repairs. We're all the way at Echo.
This thing's really smoking.
Just keep firing, man.
Oh no, we gotta bail.
Tell him not to bail!
Don't bail. Just go down with it.
She's gonna blow.
Don't you dare fail.
She's gonna blow.
Don't fail.
So the enemy has 4 tanks now?
Do they?
1, 2. Yeah, they have 4.
It's a lot of tanks, isn't it?
It's all the tanks actually.
Except for the one here that might spawn at Echo?
So what happened with your tank? Did you jump out of that tank?
Yeah,
Oh, the tank I was in?
Yeah.
Why isn't this video as
started
funny as the
smoking,
one
it
that I
was rattling.
saw?
You decided to just, instead of going down with it, you would just give it to the enemy.
Well, we would have lost the ticket if I'd have went down with it.
And then you got killed by the tank you jumped out of.
I think.
You think?
Road killed by the tank you were in.
Well, it happened so fast. I don't know.
You don't think that was a dumb idea?
Could have been any tank. I
You
don't know.
gave him a ticket and the tank.
Now
That's
it's in
me.
the enemy hands, and they're taking away more of our tickets by killing our teammates.
You gave him a fucking tank, noob.
You gave him a tank.
Gave him
Don't
a
yell
fourth
at me.
tank.
You give him
Don't
a tank.
yell
Who
at
gives
me.
him a fourth tank?
Don't
The
yell
idiot.
at me.
That's who does. You Look what he do.
What did he ninja out of here?
Tank's back.
Oh shit! Enemy sniper! Don't let him get in the tank!
Son of a.
Oh, come on!
Yeah, okay. That one wasn't as good as the one that I saw. The one that I saw, he's got to lay down cover fire and he just shoots straight through his mate and then he brings him back to life, but he's not killing the enemy, so they just keep killing him. Oh, man. All right. Well, that was a waste of fucking time. I thought it was going to be better than that. All right. Well, let's get into fucking one of the topics then. Is this the Clone Wars? I'm glad I never watched it. Dude, I haven't seen anything when it comes to Call of Duty. Nothing. Everything that I'm seeing right now is Battlefield. Battlefield. Everyone's playing Battlefield. Maybe I should get Battlefield. And I'll be like that, giving tanks to the enemy. All right, let's bring this up. So this was the Jared Leto thing that I saw. And obviously I saw this because of Robot Head's retweet. Excuse me. Warner Brothers announces a new Pacific Rim sequel that is now in development. Dude, the first Pacific Rim, I think it was just fine. I didn't think it was great. I didn't think it was necessarily bad. I thought it was just fine. The second one, I thought I didn't. Man, when they take off, you know the scene that I'm talking about, when they take off like fucking rockets, I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, like another Pacific Rim. But the funny thing is why Jared Leto? Why Jared Leto? Like, obviously, that's why I brought up Tron at the beginning. Like, I haven't seen any good stuff with him in it recently. Wasn't there something else that he was in too? Yeah. I mean, nobody really cares about Pacific Rim, do they? I don't. I know I don't. Is there Battlefield Zombies? That would be awesome. Oh, Morbius. Yeah, but I'm talking about like that's out now. I don't think so. I think the only thing that's out now with him in it is Tron. But yeah, man. We always say, why can't they come up with something new? And like, I guess most of the stuff that they basically make when it comes to entertainment is like, let's say something taken from a novel or something written even a long time ago. And I don't know whether or not Pacific Rim was that like comics before it became like a movie or like some sort of franchise. I don't know. Maybe it was. Let me just actually check that. Why did I? I'm just wondering if these. 2013. When did the first movie come out, though? Is now got to be the question. 2013, so the same time. Well, so it's not really. It's just basically all created at the same time. Maybe it came out as a comic book first. It didn't actually give me specifics. But just both said 2013. Well, I guess they did come up with something new, but I don't know. Bringing him in, is he going to do anything for any? Like, it was John Boyega in the second one, right? And they tried. That was sort of after the Star Wars stuff. They tried to make him like a bigger name or a bigger, more well-known actor, I guess. Outside, they tried to Han Solo him. Han Solo. They tried to Han Solo him. Basically, yeah, they kind of did. They tried to make him the Han Solo of the new thing, but that's not what I meant. They tried to Harrison Ford him, make him the one, and you know, it's, I guess, the only person that's still got any like credibility, I guess, as an actor coming out of those things is either Oscar Isaac or Adam Driver, right? But yeah, that second one was shit. That second one was so shit. But yeah, Jared Leto, Pacific Rim. Woo! Looking forward to that. So I thought I'd just bring that up. I just think it's crazy to see who the actors are that they're actually bringing in right now. Excuse me. That might have actually sounded horrible through the mic. And then before, like, again, there's two more things before we get into all the Star Wars stuff, because like I said, there's a lot of Star Wars shit for this week. This came up, and I just, like, with everything that's going on in the world right now, and like obviously the Hollywood bubble of craziness that actually happens, I couldn't not talk about this. Kim Kardashian's daughter, Northwest, 12 years old. 12. This is where I have an issue with this. Like, this is just, look at this. I mean, look, if they are real tattoos, why wouldn't they be at 12 years old? I have a big issue with that. I mean, I just personally have an issue with that. But like, I mean, I guess it's no different from changing genders or anything like that too, right? I know, that's when I saw it and I'm like, 12 years old. Who's allowing this? Which parent would allow this? And everybody's now coming to almost Kanye's defense in regards to what he was saying about the whole thing. And I don't even know the depths of the controversy behind Kanye, and we'll probably end up talking about it on Flashcast this weekend. So, you know, maybe some of the panel guys there can fill me in if they've been tracking everything that happened with this. But I know that there was obviously some controversy behind it, and he actually responded to it. Let's take a listen.
Hey, everybody. I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her to stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I said it's never again. I am her father. I know y'all don't respect fathers and the idea of family, and media tries to promote something.
Now, look, I'm not gonna say like Kanye is the most based or like got his head screwed on in the best way possible at all, right? But the one thing that I will say is that even just in the way that he opens this video, this man's in pain with this. This is painful for him. You can hear it in the way that his voice crackles and like, it's obviously playing an emotional toll on him. And you can hear it.
Hey, everybody, I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her.
When he says with Kim there and like takes the breath, we've all been there.
To stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I said it's never again. I am her father. I know y'all don't respect fathers and the idea of family, and media tries to promote something. I said I am not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney. I have a say-so. And then when people say, oh, they're going to use this for you in court, I didn't have a say-so on whether or not they went to Sierra Canyon. Most men do not, there's no such thing as 50-50 custody with in society today. That's not even, it always leans towards the mom. But right now, and I'm happy that you guys got to see just a small piece of what I dealt with. You understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, man. Dude, if I was like a father and like ended up being separated and everything and they got full custody or whatever the case may be in regards to the custody battle and everything that they're going through or they went through or whatever. And I woke up one morning and this was my 12-year-old daughter posting on TikTok looking like that. And like Flash shared this. That's Will Smith's son and Kim Kardashian's daughter. I commented and said like, what, the dude turned into a chick and the chick turned into a dude. Although like, that's not much of a dude, is it? But like that, what is going on? What is going on? You know what this actually feels like? It actually feels more like right now. What is it called? What's it called? Hunger Games. Doesn't this look like Hunger Games, like kind of shit to you? It's just weird. And people are over the weird. The thing is, even when I saw this in the group chat, like, man, that could be AI right now. That could be not even real. And you wouldn't even know. There's stuff that I've seen and I've shared and people are like, dude, that's AI. It's like, fuck. Like, I'm getting caught on so many fucking things. But that's how crazy this look is. Will Smith's son. That's Jaden Smith. Gross. Gross. To me, this is child abuse. And like, how old is Jaden now? I mean, this is child abuse more than anything. And then, like, not even necessarily, like, this is not even having the ability to say no and have discipline and have, like, and teach values as a parent. To me, seeing this as a 12-year-old girl, whether or not you've got all the money in the world or not, to me, this is a failure to parent. A failure to parent. And this, I gotta check. How old is Jaden Smith? He's 27 years old. He's 27 years old right now. And like, just think about this is what he used to look like. You know, even though that's like the hairstyle, at least look like a dude. Things just kept getting weirder and weirder with this family. Like, as much as I don't like the Karate Kid movie that he's in, at least he fucking was a little kid, was a little boy. Now nobody knows what he is. Now nobody knows what the fuck he is. But yeah, I'm kind of disgusted by what I saw when I saw this. 12 years old. And this is the society that we've built through the education system and all of that sort of thing. I'm like, when it comes to politics, I'm nowhere near smart when it comes to all of this kind of thing. But when you can see it, you can blatantly see it. He's still a boy who Jaden, he still identifies as male. So yeah, I was just a little disgusted about it. We'll probably talk more about it on Flashcast this weekend. But dude, to me, this is just a failure to parent. This is a failure on the education system. Like, surely this family can afford the best education in the world, and at 12 years old, this is how they've turned out. I mean, fuck, if this is what money does to people, then I don't want it. But it depends on the people, right? Fuck. Oh man. I want to know when the shift is coming. I know we've all got to fight for it, and we've all got to sort of, strive towards making it happen. But like, kind of just wish that there was just everybody was just united in some way. Like, you can have those little disagreements and stuff like that, but I wish that everybody was just headed towards the same goals. It's never going to happen, obviously, because there's always going to be differences. But fuck, man, if you think that seeing this is like, I'm sure there are people out there that are like, oh my God, you look amazing. You go, girl. You do that. You fucking killing it, North. I mean, she does have two of probably the craziest fucking parents in the world. And then go take that into the extended family of those parents. Think about that world. Oh my God. Think about that world. I couldn't imagine what that would be like. Kind of feel sorry for her. 12 years old. Smash the like button. Yes, please do smash the like button. Money doesn't make good parents. This is just bad parenting. I agree with that. Depends on what you do with your money. You can make your money help you live comfortable, but it doesn't need to change like so many morals in it. Like, obviously money does change people, and I don't know to what extent people will go for it, but surely like there's got to be a line for a lot of, like, I know there is for me. I know there would be for me. Anyway, there was also this, so I just wanted to quickly touch on this. So, and the reason why I wanted to touch on this is because I have heard that the Transformers, I almost said Terminator, Transformers G.I. Joe crossover in the comics have been really praised quite highly, talked about really, really, like, a lot of people like it. So apparently, this is in the works. The Transformers and G.I. Joe adult animated crossover TV series is in the works. Kind of cool. Now, it is based on, I believe that's the Energon Universe comic series. Robert Kirkman's. Is that the guy? Oh, that's surely got to be the guy that writes the actual comic books, right? Especially if they're saying that it's a good thing. Will be adult focused in the vein of the gritty. In what's that? Invincible series. See how retarded my brain goes. Oh man, and I'm having a bad day. If you haven't noticed, fucking retarded. So I'm kind of interested in this. I'm kind of looking forward to this. It's a bit like, sound it out. Thanks, man. It's a bit. It wasn't that. The word changed in my head, and I had a brain fart. Oh fuck! I hate that. It's a bit like Invincible. Like I'd never read the comic books or anything like that. It's also a bit like One Piece for me. Like this is something that, as a kid, I was into Transformers individually. And as a kid, I was into G.I. Joe individually. I never grew up though, like I did with Star Wars, where I grew up with Star Wars around me constantly, watching it constantly, all of that sort of thing. But Transformers fell off, G.I. Joe fell off. But now, like, I'm hearing so many good things about this comic series that it actually interests me. Like, I know that I probably did Invincible wrong because I probably should have read the comic books first before watching the show, but I've really liked the show, and that has made me want to go back and read the comic books. And it was the same thing with One Piece, actually. I watched One Piece. I thought, this is actually not too bad. I did go and try and watch. I think I watched 10 minutes of the first episode, like in the anime. And I just couldn't watch it. It's just not my thing. The animation style is not my thing. I couldn't do it. But something like this, I reckon I'd be happy with. Did your brain start thinking about blooming onions at random? I wish it was that simple. There's supposed to be a live action crossover movie? No. Surely not. Is that real? Let me check that. That'd be cool. Transformers and G.I. Joe live action. Oh, live action movie. No shit. So a live action Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover movie is officially in development at Paramount, with a 2025-2026 release window being targeted. Obviously not 2025, or else we would have known about it by now. Chris Hemsworth, really? That's kind of cool. But it depends on what Paramount does with it. It could be cool. There's so much potential there. Man, I'm so behind on how to use AI and stuff. I barely use Grok. I've never used ChatGPT. Never once. I think I need to catch up. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Transformers, G.I. Joe crossover in the works. Awesome. I'm interested, and I'll watch that just to see. All right, I think we got most of all the other stuff out of the way. I think the rest is all Star Wars stuff. Just kind of all Star Wars stuff. All right. It was the 10-year anniversary of The Force Awakens, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to rewatch the trailer. But let's rewatch the trailer. Do you remember this?
Who are you? I'm no one.
Do you remember this?
I was raised to do one thing. But I've got nothing to fight for.
It was such a tease. Such a tease.
Nothing will stand in our way. I will finish what you started.
Oh, everybody's interested.
There are stories about what happened.
Oh, the Falcon. We got teased.
It's true. All of it. The dark side. A Jedi.
It's actually kind of crazy. This is a 2-minute trailer. Like, we don't even get that long trailers now. They're like 1 minute and 15 seconds, I think, is like some of the longest trailers you get now. You get teasers that are under, like 50 seconds. And then you get a trailer that literally goes for 1 minute and 20 seconds. Like, I will also argue that a trailer like this is so very different to a trailer for a movie back in like the even the early 2000s, maybe even the late 90s and stuff like that, in regards to length and what they actually show you through. We still get what? Okay, I want to check something really quickly. Where am I going? Mandalorian and Grogu trailers 1 minute and 35 seconds. That was after they released a teaser. Did they release a teaser for that one? No, they didn't. My bad. Okay, so the Lego trailers 1 minute and 56 seconds. Cool. Now, okay, you could argue maybe some other things. I could check some others other than just Star Wars related stuff. So you got, is that a trailer? No. It's a teaser. It's 31 seconds for Andor. Where's the official Andor trailer? I don't think that was 2 minutes long. Skeleton Crew was, okay, that was 1 minute 42. I know this is almost completely irrelevant. Another fucking, well, I guess it's a TV spot, 31-second Andor TV spot. Why are they popping up so randomly like that, though? Oh, Ahsoka's was over 2 minutes. All right, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's actually more so than the substance of what we're getting out of the trailers. Like a trailer, like, okay, let's watch this. Actually, let me go back to that. The closest one to is the Ahsoka trailer. We're gonna. Why is it doing that? Man, now I'm having computer issues. The fuck. All right, let's finish this.
They're real.
happened to you. Just let it in.
Man, I gotta say, like, I remember being really fucking hyped. It's a shame that 10 years after, it's like diminished so far. There was such promise in the beginning, and people were even willing to give you that second chance on the fucking Last Jedi. They even teased, like, in this trailer, the Finn, Finn holding a lightsaber, and you remember seeing his reaction to that too. Now, again, as I was saying, maybe it is something to do with the substance. Maybe it's different with Star Wars because obviously when this trailer came out, there was a lot of hype behind it, obviously. The return of Star Wars, everything. G'day, Keely Chow. Good to see you. Just let it in. So obviously with something like Ahsoka, hype was nowhere near as high, but I do, like, this is another 2-minute trailer. I do want to just watch this really quickly just to see, like, I didn't feel anything from watching The Force Awakens, and I wouldn't expect to. I wouldn't expect any of you to. But I do remember what I did feel back when I originally watched it, when it first came out.
War.
And just
is
in
inevitable.
comparison to this.
One must destroy in order to create. We are no Jedi.
I started hearing whispers of Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire.
What happens when we find Thrawn?
Power. Such as you've never dreamed.
I've spent most of my life fighting a war.
You know, it's interesting watching this again. Just the way that I'm feeling about it. Like, I finally got to a point, and I know people are going to laugh at this. I finally got to a point where I've been able to let go of Star Wars, right? Like, not let go of it, obviously, completely, in regards to the fact that it's still alive for me with the expanded universe, and my love for Star Wars is actually still there. But when it comes to Disney Star Wars, I just don't care. Shit. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta take this phone call really, really quickly. Fuck. I am so sorry about that. Fucking work stuff. On my day off. What was I saying? Fuck. I'm so sorry about that. Well, fucking, we're watching this. So, oh yes. So watching this feels so different. Sorry, I just need to address this. Lara's in the chat. How you doing? Good to see you. We'll watch you later. The Raylos and the sequel fans have made a petition to get the Ben's. Have they really? Nonsense made. I am having fun trolling them, dude. Have they actually opened a petition? Thanks, Lara. Good to see you. We'll see you in the replay. Don't care anymore. That's where we stop. Thank you. Yes. So I don't actually care about Disney Star Wars anymore. We are going to keep watching it. We're going to keep reacting to it. But like, I'm so, what's the word? Just, there's just no care. And watching this trailer has made me realize how much when I first watched it and Ahsoka was coming out and they were bringing Thrawn out and everything, and I was angry about it because I thought the way that what they were going to do with Thrawn, this looked shit. Everything that we were hearing about it was shit. Not really black-pilled. Disenfranchised, yes. Beaten, no. Broken, no. Just indifferent to it. I just don't care about what they're doing with Disney Star Wars anymore. It's not Star Wars. It's just not. What? I didn't mute anything. Good, leave it muted. I didn't change anything. I literally muted myself, hid myself, came back and pushed play. I don't want to go back. Oh.
That's why I'm trying to convince
I
you
get
to
you,
help me
SWA.
prevent another one. You and I both know who could help you with this.
She's still just as stubborn as ever.
I bet your master found you difficult at times.
Anakin never got to finish my training. I walked away from him, just like I walked away from Sabine.
You never made things easy for me.
Oh, you made me have to hear that twice.
Master.
Not that twice.
As a Jedi, sometimes you have to make the decision no one else can. But I'm counting on you to see this through.
Nice haircut. Sometimes we have to do what's right, regardless of our personal feelings.
Buckle up.
If we don't stop Thrawn, everything will be in vain. You have no power.
Anakin spoke highly of you.
I'm not here to discuss my past.
Oh, man.
work to do.
Once a rebel, always a rebel.
The fart cloud. Feel nothing for any of this stuff. Like I said, that trailer hit differently. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with actually Ahsoka season 2 as well, to be fair. But yeah, Force Awakens. That's the whole reason why we watched that. God, isn't it a shame? Isn't it a real shame? So much hope, so much like excitement. It's hard to believe it was 10 years ago. And what, Disney's owned it for 13, isn't it? 2012? 13 years now. What they've been able to do in 13 years is quite incredible. Quite incredible. SWA for his 18-month member chat. Thank you so much. Hey, I'm a George Lucas purist. I can't wait for a such and such Wedge's character, Wedgens character, to come into a bastardized Disney project. Well, we already had that really in the Ahsoka series. They've kind of done it on a few things, actually. Because they've actually, maybe not. You kind of look at some of the things that Dave Filoni's done, like even in Book of Boba Fett. I guess you can't. Would you say Boba Fett is more a EU character than he is a on-screen character? Like, he's an on-screen character, but he gets flushed out and developed more through the expanded universe, right? Would you say he's an EU character? Despite the fact that I trash the EU at the same time. Basically, theory. Did he really say? So he says, I'm a George Lucas purist. I can't wait for a such and such Legends character to come into a bastardized Disney project, despite the fact that I trash the EU at the same time. Oh, you're saying that that's basically what theory says. I'm actually curious, like, you see like the channels, the Star Wars channels, and this is why, like, yeah, I'm still going to talk about Star Wars and stuff like that. We've actually got a lot to talk about when it comes to Star Wars, but that's because it's been sort of topical in the news recently, I guess. But I wonder what Star Wars YouTube is sort of like right now. I'm just not tracking it, not following it all that much. I see the headlines, and that's basically it. Like, what? We're talking about the 10-year anniversary of The Force Awakens. What's the next thing? George Lucas. Now, I did a video on this. George Lucas talking about basically Disney destroying the vision again. I don't know how many times, and I mentioned this in my video, I don't know how many times George Lucas needs to tell everybody how he actually truly feels about what Disney's done to his baby. 3 years in. So 10 years ago, basically, was the moment when George Lucas called them white slavers. About 5 or 6 years ago was the school interview where he said that they went off on their own thing. Bob Iger reveals in his book that George felt betrayed. I don't know how much more evidence people need, and people still actually think that George Lucas might come back. There was another headline that I saw. Now, again, this could just be a trolling thing. It could just be fucking complete AI bullshit kind of shit. But, like, I don't know where these people get that hope from. It's got to be the rumor mill. And this is why, like, with the people like Doomcock and fucking idiots like that out there, your Mike Zeros, people still believe Mike Zero. Like, we don't, because we know. Because people still believe fucking Mike Zero. And you know the funniest thing about this whole thing is that, and it's never going to happen, but despite how George feels about Star Wars and how much he wants to get away from Star Wars for the rest of his life, what's left of it, and ever since he sold it, every question and every interview and everything that he ever does revolves around how he feels about Star Wars. Whether or not he's coming back to Star Wars, any shit like that. Now, I don't think any of these reporters or anyone that asks him, like, obviously this was the Wall Street Journal, right? But I don't think anybody that asks him, like, specifically dives into, are you going back? Don't ask those stupid, ridiculous questions. But, like, this happened to come up, and I don't know whether or not, I haven't read through the article. You can't even read through the article unless you pay. But, like, I don't know whether or not this sort of came up because he was asked about his Star Wars section of the museum that he's doing or anything like that. But he basically said Disney took it over and they gave it their vision. Now, that's what happens. Of course, I'm past it. I've moved past it. That first sentence is all you need. They gave it their vision. That's not George's vision. And he made it clear in that school interview video where he said the first 6 movies are definitely my philosophy or my whatever word he used. I think it might have been that. But yeah, like, these people seem to still clutch the pearls and hold on to hope that George Lucas or something is going to save Star Wars. And again, I made this point in my video, and I think we've made this point on multiple times. Multiple people have made this point, is that they say that, oh, George is going to come in and save it, or Dave Filoni's doing what he's doing and he's saving it. But everything that they've come out with, we've seen this evidence with people like Star Wars Theory, to be fair. You know, again, his Ahsoka reactions, and then the way that he talks about Ahsoka after the fact with people like Mauler and Ryan and stuff. And then Ahsoka season 2 sort of comes and, like, he wants to ride that fence like pretty damn hard. Still holding on to the hope that Dave Filoni is going to do something good for Star Wars. He hasn't done one thing good for Star Wars at this point in time. And as I said in my video, arguably chucking out the Clone Wars stuff as well. SWA for $5. Theory doesn't say that. He trashed the EU with Josh. Well, it's interesting that you say that, because we've got later on, when we can get rid of that now. That was the Ahsoka trailer. We're going to choose whether or not we watch a Josh video, a Theory video, or a Grizzly video. You get to decide. So Force Awakens, 10 years, congratulations. You know, when all those Disney Star Wars fans out there, you know, saying, oh, see, time made the prequels better. Time, giving it time to rest and settle and everything, and people watch it more and more. They get more out of it. They enjoy it more. They like it more. It becomes better over time. They were saying the same thing about this. Now, arguably, they said it about The Last Jedi, because The Last Jedi was the one that copped all the controversy, right? But the funny thing is that The Last Jedi, The Force Awakens, and everything moving forward that they did destroyed The Force Awakens, despite the fact that it was never really that good to begin with. Everybody just had the beer goggles on, right? But after 10 years, it's retroactively gotten worse because of everything else that they've done. And you could actually almost say that even if, let's say, it was just The Force Awakens, no Last Jedi, no Rise of Skywalker, no TV shows, none of the other 2 movies, this Solo movie or Rogue One, let's just say it was just The Force Awakens, I still think 10 years out, we're going back and looking at this in a worse light than the way we received it when we first watched it. Because the more you watch The Force Awakens, the more it does fall apart. The more you start to see the connections between A New Hope and this movie. Filoni has done more damage to Star Wars. Crazily enough, I think he's done more damage to Star Wars than Rian Johnson has done to Star Wars. Rian Johnson destroyed Luke Skywalker. Yes, arguably the ground zero moment for the destruction of the Star Wars franchise. But I still think that Dave Filoni has done more damage to Star Wars than Rian Johnson. And you could argue it either way. I could take both as the most destructive people to the Star Wars franchise. Where's Kathleen Kennedy sit in all of that? They're almost all sitting at the same level, to be honest with you. They're all sitting at number one. They all get participation trophies in the destruction of Star Wars. What else have we got? Oh, so yes, we were talking about... Man, I went back a story. Isn't that crazy? George Lucas. So yeah, we talked about that. He's fucking done with Star Wars. He doesn't want anything to do with it. They betrayed him. It's not his Star Wars. Everything that Disney did was never his Star Wars. And there you have it. And look, this is a fucking like a headline for IGN. George Lucas has said he's let go of his instinct to manage Star Wars. He's not coming back, guys. He's not coming back. It's crazy that they use a photo from Solo. Fucking getting old, and he doesn't care. He sold it, and he doesn't care anymore. Let's see. I still think, though, that there's a lot of this news, Star Wars stuff that's almost manufactured in a way. Like I said, Lucasfilm blew their load this year. In the first half of the year. I can't believe they crossed those two things over that they did as well. The animated thing with I can't even remember what it was that came out this year. Oh my God. I am blanking hard on what actually came out this year for Star Wars. There was two things at the beginning of the year. What were they? What the fuck were they? Skeleton Crew? No. Skeleton Crew was last year. So hang on. Hang on a second. No. Skeleton Crew, well, it sort of crossed over, didn't it? Andor. Was Andor this year? Did I not do videos? Because I'm fucked today. Andor season 2. Isn't that crazy to think that one of the best things that apparently they did on their shows didn't do anything to move the needle for Star Wars. My God. My fucking God. And then, of course, we had the budget for The Rise of Skywalker. Now, if that was on the 14th, then yes, we did talk about the budget last week. So let's go straight into this. So this is like the profit that apparently Disney has made when it comes to Star Wars. So it made 500 million for The Force Awakens. Of course it did. That's basically the relaunch. It then made 258 million for the Rogue One. Surprisingly, well, not really surprisingly, actually, The Last Jedi made 324 million. The Rise of Skywalker apparently made 48 million, and Solo lost money, 103 million. The thing that doesn't take into consideration in this is the advertising. And the reason why we know, like, I know that there's people out there that have actually even said to me, no, that budget does include advertising. You know how we know that it doesn't include advertising? Because this figure was what they had to report so that they could get a tax rebate. They would not get a tax rebate on advertising the movie. That's a figure they wouldn't have to report because there's no reason to report it, I guess. I'm sure they've got reports that do have what they spent on advertising the movie. But that's how we know, because this is the figure that they had to report. So, yeah, arguably, just looking at those figures straight off the bat, yeah, they made 49 million. But then they spent, what, $200 million advertising it? I can't even remember the advertising campaign for man, I almost said The Force Awakens, then The Last Jedi, The Rise of Skywalker. And they would have, they would have pushed hard for this fucking movie. Anyone here read Dark Horse era of Star Wars comics? No, I can't say I have. Hang on. I have this. Oh, shit. That could have ended badly. I have that. $2. $60. I didn't pay 60 for it though. But yeah, that's probably one of the only Star Wars comic books I actually have. I used to have a lot more Star Wars comics as a kid. When I was getting into X-Men comics, started getting Star Wars comics, and then I don't know what happened to all my comics. It's probably the same thing that happened with all my fucking Lego. Because it got sold in a garage sale. Or as the Americans call it, a yard sale. Do you guys call it a garage sale in America? Garage. How you doing, Scran? So yeah, the fucking Force Awakens. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with me? The Rise of Skywalker didn't make any money. Didn't make any fucking money. And Star Wars, ever since really The Rise of Skywalker has been The Rise of Skywalker. Ever since The Last Jedi, actually, hasn't really been making any money. They've been throwing money at it. I don't know how they're making money out of all the fucking Disney Plus crap that they're fucking throwing out there. Oh, and then there was this fucking shit. What are they? This is why I think that it's just the news is just being thrown out there like this just to keep sort of Star Wars on people's fucking lips. Why is this even news? Is this to try and rally the troops now against fucking Disney? Because that's what it seems like is happening. Is it to fucking the amount of people? I think we owe Kathleen Kennedy an apology. What the fuck are you talking about? So this is Adam Driver on his cancelled The Hunt for Ben Solo movie. I always was interested in doing another Star Wars. Another Star Wars. Did he actually say it like that? Did he actually say it like that? I'd been talking about doing another one since 2021. Kathleen Kennedy had reached out. I always said with a great director and a great story, I'd be there in a second. I love the character and love playing him. Now, look, I see the same sort of thing when it comes to like Ewan McGregor and stuff like that. When like that, somebody asks him, would you like to go back? But this is a little bit deeper than that, isn't it? Because the story goes that apparently him and some director, some writer was working on a script, actually came to what? Having a full script or something, presenting that to Disney, presenting that to Kathleen Kennedy, and them saying, okay. Presenting that to Lucasfilm, actually. And then they went to Disney, and apparently Bob Iger shut it down. Now, there's a couple of things with this. First of all, Ben Solo, fucking Kylo Ren, whatever you want to call him, is dead. And this was apparently a story that was supposed to take place after The Rise of Skywalker. He's dead. The only real reason to bring him back would be for the Reylos. Now, this hasn't stopped Disney before when it comes to actually having dead characters and bringing them back. I mean, lightsabers these days do nothing, right? You can get stabbed by a lightsaber and just, like a little burn, little scar. Chicks dig scars. Except the chicks are all the ones all getting all the scars. Reva gets ran through with a lightsaber twice, doesn't mean anything. Sabine gets ran through with a lightsaber, doesn't mean anything. Fucking, you want to take it even further, I'd argue the Maul thing. Maul gets chopped in half with a lightsaber, it's nothing but a scratch. But to think, to bring back Ben, to bring back this character, it's like I said, it just, to me, this just feels like they are making up news to make Star Wars news. Why is this? Why are we talking about this now? I'm curious where Adam Driver was asked a question or was talking about this stuff that triggered thinking about a story or something that he came up with in 2021 for the continuation of his character's story in Star Wars. Now, apparently there's a petition going around. Petition. I want to see this thing. All right, let's try something different. Tell me if you guys have audio. When was this posted? 2020. Oh, it's in a different fucking language. I can't find anything. I can't find anything there. But look, at this point in time, I would argue and say to Disney, fucking do it. Do it. I dare ya. The more that they go against George Lucas's vision, against George Lucas's Star Wars, against Star Wars in general, the more people are going to eventually walk away. The only people that are going to be left are the people that we know that are going to be left, right? Them. They're the ones that are going to be left. So do it. Do it, Disney. I dare ya. And then we had Ryan Johnson says it would be the most wonderful thing to the world to return to Star Wars. At this point in time, it is just trolling from Ryan. I truly, I mean, fuck, we're that far out from what he did to Star Wars, and I think there has been confirmation that obviously the trilogy is not happening, but I swear he continues to just troll. Because he says that Cog will be returning. Oh, sorry. That Cog will be turning the rest of my life. I love Star Wars to the point where he doesn't even understand Star Wars. And if somebody, oh man. And if someday it makes sense to come back to it for both of us, it would be the most wonderful thing in the world. Maybe for you in your pockets, lining your pockets. Yeah, Butcher, how you doing? Oh, that's not good. Why is this guy still even just talking about Star Wars? I'm curious. Like it doesn't even link it to anything. Again, I'm curious how this even came up. Because you look at some of the, even just the journalists these days in the way that they ask questions about just real world issues and stuff like that, like politics and stuff these days. Dude, Nitrium. I was wondering. I'm like, did you have a stroke? What just happened? That's so funny. Fuck, I can't remember what I was actually saying now. I got so distracted by Nutrium's stroke. Fuck Star Wars, man. Seriously. Fuck it. Go away, Ryan Johnson, you fucking idiot. We do have Seal of the Week, but we do have a trailer to watch. How you doing? His Netflix deal is probably coming to an end. That's true, actually. I never watched even one of those Knives Out movies. Pop culture is dead. There's still some decent stuff out there, but it is so rare. The diamonds in the rough, man. There's not many of them. The needles in the haystacks. There's not many of them. All right, let's watch this trailer. I think this is going to be a little bit of a shorter stream, although we are going to watch a video, so we'll see. So Predator Badlands. I thought we could watch this. Probably going to get fucking... Is this a Paramount thing? I hate how they fucking copyright claim the fucking trailers. It's a fucking trailer. Do you not want me to watch it? I guess it probably depends on how I talk about it, right?
The ways of your kind are ones of violence.
What was that?
Either you are hunted, or you become the hunter.
I will say it looks better than it. It was an image that I saw where it literally looked like, you know how it's got like the four prongs sort of thing and then the mouth inside there. There was an image that I saw where it just looked like, now maybe that, obviously they might need to do some CGI stuff to it, but the way that it looked, and it looked like a shot from it, it didn't actually look like it wasn't a completed shot, although it did look incomplete, if that makes any sense. This does look better than that. Well, this image does anyway, this shot.
Or you become the hunter.
I've also, though, been so out on the entire Predator thing, Alien thing. Like, I haven't been following any like movies, shows, anything that they've been doing moving forward with these franchises.
Welcome to the most dangerous planet in the universe, where everything is trying to kill you.
Oh, see, that's the image that I saw, but it had its mouth open. That looks shit house. And is this supposed to be a female predator, is it? Is that like it certainly feels that way, I think.
Where everything is trying to kill you. Many of your kind have come here. None have survived.
Male? Well, that's even worse then. That's even worse then. Oh my god, that looks so shit. See what I mean though? It doesn't look right even there.
You're after a creature that can't be killed.
Looks so shit. That looks so shit.
Yaslan zo ijet, det jet you laichish.
How long is this trailer? 2 minutes. All right, there's some shots in there that look absolutely horrible. There's like I guess some of the action and stuff, but like what are we used to with Predators? They've got the fucking, like, is this like the Stone Age of the Predators? Where all they use is swords and bows and arrows? As opposed to like plasma guns and fucking high-tech fucking shit? I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really been tracking the whole Predator franchise or anything like that, to be honest with you. But I don't know. When, like, something like this, like a Predator franchise, let's say, moving forward, I'd always had a little bit of an interest in them. What there's the one with the little kid that fucking goes out on Halloween and blows up a house or something. That one's shit. I like the jokiness and the like, there's some funny moments with those army guys, those crazy guys. But like, overall, that's a shit movie. There's the one where I can't remember what they're all fucking called. There's the one where all the humans get dropped off on an alien planet, and it's got the guy from that 70s show. That one, I reckon that one's better than but it's still a shit. I don't really like that one either. So, like, I reckon those were some of the last ones that I actually watched when it came to Predator. I haven't watched Prey. I haven't watched Prey. Alien versus Predator. Like, I didn't like that either. Thought the premise and the idea was kind of okay, but like, I don't know. There's something about them when, like, you've got like the original Predator movie. Predator 2 was really fucking good too. Beta Bucks Deluxe, how you doing? Good to see you. I didn't see Prey. I didn't see it either. Like, yeah, Eric. Predators was 3 and the Predator was 4. So basically, after 1 and 2, the next 2 that I watched after that, I was like, these are shit, and I dropped off. And then this is what we get. Like, honestly, that I thought that was like supposed to be a female Predator, where obviously, like, there could be a story behind this, absolutely, where this particular Predator gets fucking excommunicated from the other Predators and gets taken to this planet, and like, you're left here to die. But also, doesn't shit like that sort of start getting old after a while? The premise of that get old after a while. Beta Bucks Deluxe with a $20 super sticker. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. What is it? It's looks like a cat samurai waving the #1 flag. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you. Just looks cheap. It does. It does. And this is the thing. I wonder what the budget, is there even a reported budget? Let's see. Let's see. Probably not yet, right? Budget. The reported budget for Predator Badlands is $100 million, making it the most expensive film in the Predator franchise. The Predator cost 88 million, and Prey apparently only cost 65 million. $100 million. How do you go from like obviously being able to spend, you know, well, I guess $88 million, because the Predator, I will say, probably looks better than this. But like, it's crazy to think that they, like, these guys in this trailer have all this technology and stuff. Look at the guns that they're using, and like, why doesn't this Predator have its gear? Might tell us that story. Put some crazy aliens in here. It was okay. I didn't like it though. I didn't like it that much, to be fair. All right. Let's do Seal of the Week, and we'll watch. Actually, before we do Seal of the Week, I need to, well, kind of do a poll with you guys. Give me a sec here. So, what do you want to watch? We'll just do a 1, 2, 3 in the chat. Don't start yet. So, we've either got Josh's video, which is what I heard about Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger will blow your mind. This is in the aftermath of Adam Driver coming out and saying what he said. We can pick a Star Wars theory video. So number 2 for Star Wars theory. And number 3, if you want to watch a Grizzy video. Now, I know which one I pick, and I'm not going to say. If it goes to Star Wars theory or if it goes to Grizzy, then we go through and we pick a video. But if it comes to Josh, we just watch this video. And this is also too what I was saying about like Star Wars channel views and stuff like that. Like this video has 13K. Now I know that Josh does other things than just Star Wars, and he kind of left Star Wars for a little while and then came back. But see, to me that seems down. That seems down on views. Like Star Wars series, obviously on the George Lucas thing, he got nearly 200,000 views. But then you got 13,000, 17,000, 16,000, okay, 63,000. That was the one we were going to watch. I don't understand why it's saying like I viewed these, because I actually haven't viewed them. And I certainly haven't viewed the whole thing. And then, yeah, Grizzy doing his thing. The reason why I brought this up was because I saw he obviously dropped this Grace Randolph one, and that was about the Ben Solo thing too. So I think we got more. Oh, there's only a couple of you, but we got more ones than anything. So it seems that Joshy Boy wins the. Yeah. Yep. He does. What happened with that book or that comic book thing? Isn't there some sort of book that he was raising money for and then just never delivered on anything? One of your chicks wants you. All right, so Joshy Boy it is. But before we go into that, I clicked the wrong button. I'm having a really bad day. We got to do this first.
Jedi.
All the Jedi. So, believe it or not, Josh gets a nomination for this week, and I feel like this is a little bit of something that we got to come when we listen to his video here. Is I owe Kathy an apology. He wants to say, and post this picture saying, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Oh God, we'll wait for his video actually. And then you got Redney's Holocron, nominee number 2, saying one of the most common criticisms when it comes to Rey in that is that she is powerful without training. So in The Rise of Skywalker, they made a point to make her make the point to have her introduction be a training montage, and she shows studying the scroll, the sacred, texts. I'm sorry, guys. I'm having a really fucking bad day when it comes to reading this shit right now. Sequel haters never acknowledged this, though. You know why sequel haters never acknowledge this? Because this comes after the fact of why, you're missing the entire point. We're saying, what's the point in doing all of this training at the beginning of fucking The Rise of Skywalker when you've already achieved everything that you've achieved? It's such a stupid thing. So yes, Disney Seal of the Week, nominee number 2. And then nominee number 3 is another one. Storm? I don't even know how you'd probably say that. She deserves an apology. And this, I will say, this tweet was pretty much getting roasted. It's not quite ratioed. It's got 1,400 likes, but it does have 1,000 comments. This is so stupid. Read this. This is how stupid this person is. My God. The GIF says, Star Wars is truly dead, killed by Kathleen Kennedy. Did you take it seriously? Because they then said Luke never said that. Wow. She let TLJ happen, so she must pay for her crimes. Buddy, it's been 8 years. Time to move on. Okay. Didn't you just put this post out saying that Kathy deserves an apology? No. How about you just move on and accept the fact that what she did to Star Wars destroyed Star Wars? I'm sorry, she's an evil DEI hire. Chosen by George Lucas himself. Yes. Because she fucking manipulated him. I think the evidence of that is pretty clear too, with the betrayal of everything. So, there you go. There you go. Yeah, dude. You say don't be sorry. Fucking, I reckon 10 people left because I couldn't read fucking properly. So there are your 3 nominees. But thank you. I appreciate your kindness. It is embarrassing though. I fucking hate it. Here we go. Seal of the week. We've only got these 3 nominees. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Get your votes in. We didn't watch any of the shows. Yeah, that's so true. If anyone owes anyone an apology, it's her owing us an apology. Okay, Lord Master Chris. She owes us all a fucking apology. What a joke. It's crazy to think that Josh is thinking that too, but we're about to hear more from Joshy boy. We're about to let me get rid of these fucking tabs because we're not going to use those. Let's listen to what Josh has to say. The worst part is that you guys picked the longest fucking video. It goes for 23 minutes. We're probably going to speed this up. Straight off the bat, we're going to go to 1.25. All right. Are you ready for this? I don't think I am.
All right, I'm just going to say it. We're just going to do it. No script on this, but I will explain what's going on and we'll have a little adventure together. So obviously, Kathleen Kennedy is the president of Lucasfilm, and as such, she has been the target of some criticism.
Well-deserved criticism.
The territory. And just like a coach on a sports team that's having a losing season, a lot of scrutiny, a lot of attention, a lot of articles, the focus of narratives in journalistic circles, chatter on social media. The narratives just really focus on how bad of a job you're doing. That's the world we live in, okay?
No, it's not. You're already lying straight off the bat here with this video. The articles and the mainstream media of the pop culture circles have protected her non-fucking stop. The criticisms have mainly come from the fans, the YouTubers, the YouTube careers that grew from the disaster of The Last Jedi. And some of that has resulted in some of those people opening up websites and actually writing their own articles about it. But the majority of the fucking mainstream media articles and everything have been protecting her more than fucking going after her. The people that have wanted her fired more than anyone were the fans. It's such a fucking... The way that this guy spins shit, what the fuck?
And Kathleen Kennedy, being president of Lucasfilm with Star Wars doing what it is doing, has been the target, I think rightfully so, of a lot of criticism. However, it might be the case that she was actually the target of a lot of unfair criticism, okay? And look.
Why? Okay, before we even get into this, because I know where he's going with it because of the Solo announcement thing, right? Kathleen Kennedy assisted in destroying Star Wars before the decision was made, where he came to them and they said, yeah, this looks really good. Let's go to Bob Iger and see what he says. And Bob Iger shut it down. They're going to make the argument that Kathleen Kennedy had nothing to do with the destruction of Star Wars. In fact, the projects that they wanted to come out with that were going to do good for Star Wars, they weren't allowed to be done because of Bob Iger. It's such a fucking retarded way of thinking because the timeline doesn't line up with from when the destruction of Star Wars began. You fucking idiots.
Here's what happened. I'll just explain it to you all, and I have no agenda here other than to just tell the truth. So yesterday...
Who... I got no agenda. Do you ever hear me in a live stream when I'm about to talk about something or, whatever it might be and say, I've got no agenda here. I'm just going to talk the truth. Who says that? Somebody who's about to fucking lie.
Big article came out because Adam Driver revealed that he was working on a Star Wars movie called The Hunt for Ben Solo. It's a big project.
It's a big project that didn't get announced. What the fuck are you talking about? Adam Driver worked on it with somebody else. They presented it. It's a big project.
Here, I'll pull this up again so you guys can just have a little visual aid there.
Because nobody fucking who knows Star Wars knows what knows who Ben Solo is or Kylo Ren is. Is that what he just did into the fucking microphone?
Here, I'll pull this up again so you guys can just have a little visual aid there. Big project.
Big project? Fucking disgusting. I'm going to clip that out just so that we can play that one little bit.
So you guys can just have a
little
visual aid there. Big project. Soderbergh, Kathleen Kennedy, Carrie Beck, Dave Filoni, everybody's down. They take it to Disney. Disney says no. Now, Adam Driver name drops Bob Iger and Alan Bergman, and he says that Disney itself, Disney corporate, said no to this.
Yes, why would Disney corporate say no to that? Because Ben and fucking Rey were the two most divisive fucking characters in Star Wars fucking history. In the worst Star Wars movies of all time. So just because Kathleen Kennedy's approving fucking new Rey movies and shit, she's going to say yes to anything. Especially if it's good, there's a possibility of getting some of the Twilight fucking fans back involved. The ones that were in the fucking theaters when Rey says, Rey Skywalker, I hate Star Wars! You always fucking hated Star Wars.
Kathleen Kennedy said yes, wanted to do this thing. Bob Iger and Disney said no. Okay, now that's wild because that's kind of like weirdly specific. Like it's weird that like Adam would be that specific about it, okay? But of course that brings into question, oh my God, has this happened before perhaps? Has there maybe been other times where Bob Iger was secretly fucking shit up and allowing Kathleen Kennedy to take the blame? And by the way, there's actually...
What the fuck? Guys, why did you choose this fucking video? Arctic Warriors, fucking save yourself. Just say goodbye and go. Don't watch this.
This has been a narrative that's out there. I want to be fair to people. This whole time, during my entire time on YouTube, and I've talked a lot of shit on Kathleen Kennedy. I have talked a lot of shit on Kathleen Kennedy. Go into the YouTube search bar and search She Gone Nerd Theory or She Gone Kathleen Kennedy, and you will find a literal musical track with me and my friend Star Wars Theory, where we are saying that Kathleen Kennedy is going to get fired and celebrating it. Okay, I am that.
Yeah, which was all fucking lies, which came from your apparent sources. It's not something to brag about, you fucking idiot. Because I haven't watched further past where we are now. But I have no doubt that his sources have told him that, yes, something was confirmed in the back end. Fucking, like, now that the story's coming out, now his sources are confirming stories or shit like that. But you know what's really funny is that you're talking about the fact that you shit all over Kathleen Kennedy and you fucking made a video with Star Wars Theory about how Kathleen Kennedy's fired and all this sort of stuff. And where did that narrative come from in your brain? Your fucking sources that were fucking wrong. And you're bragging? You're bragging about being wrong. Fuck.
Toxic YouTuber guy, man, baby, chud, dude, bro guy. That's who I am. That's what I've done. Okay. So I've made a lot of content that's very negative against Kathleen Kennedy. And that entire time, there's always been some voices out there that'll hit me up and be like, actually, Josh, you know, Kathy's great. It's actually not Kathy. It's Disney. Okay. So just
who are those people that reach out to you and tell you, are these the insiders? These are your sources. Oh, it's not Kathy. She's great. Why is it that this is the first time we're hearing about that? You've just talked about doing multiple videos shitting on Kathleen Kennedy, and apparently there are your sources and people at Disney coming to you when you make those videos to tell you, actually, it's not Kathy, it's someone else, right? But you never made a correction on the fucking videos that you said, saying that these sources that tend to be right in your eyes because you continue using them and you continue going to them, you know, those made up sources in your brain, it's pretty easy to go to them, to be fair. They're right there. These people talk themselves in knots. And I just can't believe there are people out there that are stupid enough to not actually see through the cracks of what he's saying. People that watch him religiously, no doubt, that have seen those things, and now they're hearing him say this, and it's like, hang on a second. They don't think, hang on a second. They think, yeah, Josh has shit all over her in the past. Yeah, he has. So maybe he might be onto something in regards to saying that, maybe we shouldn't be fucking shitting on her. What? It's so stupid. It hurts my brain because you're like a normal human brain that has actually two brain cells to rub together. I've fucked up. I have fucked up so much of today's stream in regards to reading chats, reading this, and fucking, I've had a really fucking bad day. And yet I still can't get my head around this guy's fucking mental capacity. Fucking hell.
Fair that this has actually been something that other people have spoken to. But until yesterday, until Adam Driver really put it on Front Street, I don't know how easy it was for people to really internalize that, to sit with that, to synthesize what that actually means. And so as I was sitting with this, I tweeted something yesterday. Maybe you saw it. Here, I'll pull it up for you. I tweeted something yesterday.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Here's what I tweeted. I said, also, if this is true, speaking of the whole situation with, Bob Iger and Adam Driver, if this is true, then Bob Iger was doing shit like this and letting Kathleen Kennedy take all
God. I just need somebody to go through this fucking video and clip out every time he fucking...
Speaking of the whole situation with, Bob Iger and Adam Driver, if this is true, then Bob Iger was doing shit like this and letting Kathleen Kennedy take all the...
Oh, it's so gross, man. It's so fucking gross.
blame while saying nothing. Nothing. And so I was thinking this, and then I...
You know why Kathleen Kennedy never said anything? Because she was the correct person to blame, you fucking idiot.
I said, then I said this. I said, I'm about to get the tea on this motherfucker Bob Iger. If anyone else wants to hit me up with any info, DMs are open. And I got hit up with a bunch of DMs. But
I have no doubt that you got hit up with a bunch of DMs, man. Hey, dude, I work at Lucasfilm. Yeah, you're right. Kathleen Kennedy. Fucking...
It's really important. Here's what's really important for...
Beta Bucks Deluxe with another $10 super sticker. What do we got this time? Fucking wrecked. Fucking amen. Amen. Thank you, brother. Send him a dick pic. Yeah.
For you to know. And at the end of the day, like, people are going to have different feelings and opinions about what I'm about to say. Some of you might think it's fake. And
Oh, stop with the... Why does he do that?
Opinions about what I'm about to say. Some of you might think it's fake. And it is worth noting.
So distracting and so gross.
That it comes from...
And he does it right into the mic too. It's not like he turns away. Like, if I had to do something like that and I couldn't hit the mute fucking button, I'd at least turn away, not do it right into the fucking microphone. What a filthy fucking disgusting, I don't know, inconsiderate piece of garbage.
Source. It isn't direct. I don't have firsthand knowledge of this. Coming from a source. But as fate would have it, it's not just a source. It's the best fucking source I have. It's the most plugged in source that I have. It's the Omega.
See? The source. The source. The Omega of his sources.
Omega source. The Alpha source. It's the source that gave us all the info on Ahsoka Season 2. It's the source that gave me all the info on the finale of Ahsoka.
That hasn't... It's the source that gave me all the info on Ahsoka Season 2 that... How do you confirm that?
Season 1, which I wrote down on a piece of paper when we did the watch party for the finale, and then I proved to you after we saw the episode that the source knew exactly the big things that were going to happen, which was pretty crazy. The source is like, if it were any other source on the planet, I would ignore it.
No, you wouldn't. Look at this guy. Such a fucking... Ugh.
I would ignore it. And this source... It's absolutely incredible, unbelievable.
I dare to clear your nose again.
Hit me up with a whole bunch of info. And I want to go over some of that information with you. Because what I want to put out there, at the very least, is that an incredibly plugged in person that I trust is saying that a lot of the narrative over the last couple of years about Kathy, about the choices, about what's been going on at Star Wars is not exactly correct. Okay, are you with me so far? Are you with me so far? Have we done enough tickling? Are you ready? Have I done enough tickling?
He's such a fucking filth. Ugh. Have I done enough tickling? Have I done enough tickling? Have I done enough tickling?
Are you ready? So I'll start with like a pretty basic one that I think will make a lot of sense for you, but one that is actually kind of interesting. Okay?
Oh, clear your nose again, you fucking... Ugh! Oh, it's so sick! Right into the mic. And he does it with such arrogance because he feels like he's talking from such an authoritative position because of these sources. And maybe it's got something to do with the size of his channel or something. This guy's got such a chip on his shoulder, and it's sick because it comes through in arrogant ways like into the mic.
Are you ready? So I'll start with like a pretty basic one that I think will make a lot of sense for you, but one that is actually kind of interesting. Okay? Chat.
Oh, I shouldn't have gone back. It's so sick. It's so sick. It's actually not even. The way that it comes through is like an arrogant, what's the fucking word? Like he's just, and like he knows everything and he knows that he knows better than you. And the arrogance that spews through the screen with that is so disgusting. And he's so evident by the way he, everything. That's fucking now starting to hurt my fucking... oh my God. This might be the last ever fucking Den of Shills video I think I'll ever watch. I don't even think I'll ever give you the option again, chat, to pick one of his videos.
Do you guys like the Clone Wars?
No.
Are you fans of the Clone Wars?
No.
Do you ever like the Clone Wars? Have you ever been a fan of the Clone Wars?
No.
Okay, couple of
why are you talking to people like this?
Interesting things about the Clone Wars. Number one, Kathy wanted to keep it on when Disney bought them. So remember, Disney buys Lucasfilm, and one of the first things they do is they kill Clone Wars. They let Dave do a sort of makeshift final season, okay? But it's not what it should have been. They didn't let Dave have his ending. Okay, so the first thing you got to realize is Kathy wanted to keep Clone Wars on and just let Dave keep doing his thing, and Bob Iger said no.
What? Oh my God. They're going to try and make it seem like fucking Kathy tried to save Star Wars. You just need to read that section of Bob Iger's book and your fucking shit comes crumbling down. I know that it's not specifically involved with fucking the Clone Wars, but what the fuck are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? And this comes from his sources. Isn't it so convenient that this stuff comes out from his sources? No doubt when the Clone Wars was removed and everything, did his sources tell him that then? Hey, this wasn't Kathy's idea. It was actually Bob Iger's idea. No, it's coming out now because we've got some story to go off with the Ben Solo fucking story and fucking the Adam Driver story that now my sources are coming out and telling me, oh, it's not actually Kathy. What the fuck are we talking about? I don't want to watch this video. I don't want to watch this video. Like, look at these fucking people, man. And you might not be able to read that. Damn, Bob Iger was the Phantom Menace the entire time. This brings a whole new meaning to Disney Star Wars. Bob Iger stopped us from getting more Clone Wars. Darth Bane. We haven't even got to that part of the video yet. And a good sequel trilogy. What the fuck are we talking about? Why are you just hearing about this now from your sources? Where were your sources when these things were coming out and everybody was giving them shit and giving Kathy shit? Oh, it was Adam Driver announcing it that unlocked. He was the key. He was the key to allowing us to talk about this stuff. What the fuck are you talking about? No one in their right fucking mind is falling for the bullshit lie that is coming out of your mouth right now. And don't forget, he started this whole thing telling me I have no agenda here. I just want to tell you the truth. Said nobody ever when they went on to tell you the truth. Oh, I'm almost tempted to continue watching just to hear what he says about Darth Bane. I really don't want to. This is so stupid, man. And anyone that's falling for this fucking narrative, anyone that's falling for this fucking lie, you're an idiot too. You're a fucking moron. Get a second brain cell. Rub them together. Hopefully they'll fucking spawn. Keep going, you must. Man, it is fucking hard. It is fucking hard when faced with so much stupid. This is why I've completely sort of stopped and disconnected from the dumb shit like this still makes me fucking angry because it's so fucking dumb. And you know what makes me angry about it too is that there are people out there that still fucking believe it. It's kind of like when people were still believing Doomcock when it was completely proven that he's full of fucking shit. You know what's really funny? Is that Josh's source is the same source as Doomcock's source. They're the exact same person. Sorry, that's a lie. They're not the exact same person. They're exact same entity. They're their own fucking brains. Coming up with bullshit. Either that or Joshy Boy puts a tweet out there saying, my DMs are open. And then 1,000,001 people DM him saying, hey, I work at Lucasfilm. I've been here for this long, blah, 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 blah. I'm completely credible. And this is what I've seen. Oh, that's good enough for me. What a joke. What are we talking about here? What the fuck are we talking about here? Oh, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to push play. And I don't know what to do. It's so stupid.
The next interesting thing that the source told me was that Bob Iger did not want to bring Clone Wars back. Now, you're going to start to see a pattern emerge here. And I'm just going to say from Jump Street, the impression I got, and this is something my source directly told me, was that Bob Iger does not like George Lucas. Bob Iger does not like the prequels. Bob Iger does not like George Lucas. Now, I would love to know. Let's just stop right here. What do you guys think of that? Do you think yes or do you think no? Do you think that's crazy? Some of you are like, no shit. So I actually am, I don't know. I had to sit with that for a little bit.
I don't think anyone at fucking Lucasfilm likes George Lucas. Starting with Kathleen Kennedy, you fucking moron. We're retroactively, what he's trying to do in this video is he is retroactively trying to change the history of what we know about what happened with Star Wars. And it's coming out now because Adam Driver unlocked the key, unlocked the door. to allow the floodgates of truth to come out or something. The fuck, man. This is brain rot.
I had to sit with that for a little bit. But it does explain a lot, as we are going to get into. Yeah. Isn't this already kind of changing how you thought about this?
No.
Okay. So here's the next thing that's crazy. He didn't want to bring back Clone Wars because he didn't want anything to do with Anakin. He didn't want anything to do with the prequels, which Clone Wars is associated with, obviously. And he didn't want anything associated with George. So Bob Iger was saying no to Clone Wars the entire time. Kathleen Kennedy, my source told me Kathleen Kennedy.
Why does this guy think that Bob Iger cares so much about the intricate parts of Lucasfilm? Hasn't he got every other part of Disney to look after? Now, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if after the disaster of the sequels, Bob Iger said to the people at Lucasfilm, the heads of Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy and everything, anything needs to come through me for a while. You need to start bringing it to me and I'll check it out. And then they come with this solo fucking story. They take it to Bob and he shuts it down. Do you really think he was doing that when they made $2 billion on The Force Awakens? Fuck off. The timeline of what you're talking about and retroactively trying to change it doesn't make sense. You are retarded. You are retarded.
Had to fight tooth and nail to get that final season of Clone Wars to come back. Okay? Here's the next one, and this is where it's going to start to get we're going to this Bob Iger dude really fucked up because now this shit's about to get out there and people are going to be like, what? So here's the next thing that's crazy.
How's it going to get out there? From you and your source?
Dave, in that final season of Clone Wars, Dave wanted to do
you know what I'm going to do right now? I need to hear what he actually says about Dave there. So we're going to go back. I'm going to try not to pause it. I want this video over and done with.
Dave, in that final season of Clone Wars, Dave wanted to do Son of Dathomir. Now, you get a little bit of that energy because obviously Maul is on the Mandalorian John, and they have the big battle at the end and all of that sort of stuff. But Dave wanted to do that Mother Talzin shit, that shit with Dooku and maybe Grievous, and the Dark Horse comic book run of Sons of Dathomir. Guess who shot that down?
Oh, fuck off. No. I'm not... I can't watch this garbage anymore. I just can't do it. I can't do it. Well, Dave wanted to do George's Star Wars, but Bob said no. It wasn't Kathy. Kathy wanted to do it. Sorry. I forgot that. Fuck.
Wasn't Kathy. Kathy wanted... That's why they tanked the promotional stuff for Solo. So Dave wanted to do Son of Dathomir. There was going to be 16 episodes of Clone Wars Return season. Bob Iger said, hell no, I never even wanted this. You got 12 episodes. Yeah. So that is guys, that's basically the very beginning, okay? That's just the start. So let me try to get into some of these other things. Let me just find this. Hang on now.
Lies. This guy is lies. Full of fucking made up bullshit lies. He's going for his source.
Okay. Here's another one. Let me just reread this so I don't say this wrong. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Mando.
He's reading his own notes. He's reading his own notes that he made up.
Mando and Grogu. So a couple of different things here.
Even just in the just a couple little things here. So we're going to talk a little bit about what these little things are. Let me just read this so I don't get it wrong. Fuck!
Here. First of all,
this is a 23-minute video that I reckon with the bullshit taken out of it, fucking 2 minutes. 2 minutes for him to tell us the bullshit lies he came up with.
Mando Grogu as a movie is completely Iger. Okay? There were scripts for season 4, completely done. Which, by the way, we do have some reporting on this. We sort of talked about this. Okay? Scripts completely done. Boba Fett would have had a very significant role and would have been repaired. Bob Iger and them say, no, turn it into a movie. By the way, if you're wondering, Pedro Pascal is helmetless in the Mando Grogu movie for about 10 minutes. 10 minutes of Mando Grogu helmetless in the film. Okay? So I just want you to sit with that for a little bit here and really
like that in the film. Okay? Yeah. No. My name's Josh. Then Shields. What the fuck is wrong with this person? Can't you talk like a normal human being? Because he's lying. It's 100% right. You change persona. You change fucking shit. You also tell people before you're about to lie that you've got no agenda and you've got no reason to lie, and I'm just going to tell you the truth.
Think about this, because remember, Star Wars Celebration comes out and Lucasfilm themselves makes the announcements of the Filoni movie, the Mangold movie, the Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy movie. Those were the big movies. I don't think there was anything else announced at the time, okay? And then like 3 or 4 months later, we get this random information about a Mando Grogu movie. Do you remember?
Yes, they released that information because Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy wouldn't shut the fuck up about being a woman in Star Wars. And then fucking they had to shut it down by announcing a Mandalorian and Grogu movie 3 months after 3 months after Star Wars Celebration, which has been the first movie that's actually completed and finished. And the other 3 that they announced at that Star Wars Celebration, we got no fucking information on. The fuck are you talking about?
And we were all like, what the fuck? Yeah, because Bob Iger came in and was like, we need a Star Wars in the theaters. And we're going to take your show and we're going to turn it into a movie. Dead ass. Dead ass. That's what happened.
See, this is the thing. When they report these things, as my source told me this, and they are sort of, well, he hasn't even said in this that they're rumors and take it with a grain of salt, but he's saying dead ass, this actually happened. Dead ass.
Kenobi?
So disingenuous.
You guys remember Kenobi?
So this is the thing. We're going through every fucking show. You know why Kenobi was so shit? Bob Iger. You know why Book of Boba Fett was so shit? Bob Iger. You know why Ahsoka was so shit? Bob Iger. This guy loves it all and still says that it's fucking amazing, and the next thing that comes out is the next amazing fucking Star Wars, but then also goes on to say that it needs saving.
Who killed the Kenobi movie?
Bob Iger.
Wasn't Kathleen Kennedy. It was actually a double dose on this one. It was Bob Iger initially, and then it was Bob Chapek. So the Bobs. It's literally like Office Space. Literally like Office Space. Yeah. Yeah. So they come in, make it a show, slash the budget, make it all of it what it is. You know, Rise of Skywalker? Rise of Skywalker? That's Bob Iger. Rise of Skywalker, the reason JJ came back? Bob Iger. The reason it just was like slop at the end, they ended the movie 3 months early, decided to just fuck it, man, and went. Bob Iger.
Where are you getting this information from? Can I please have some receipts for this? Because bringing J.J. Abrams back, J.J. didn't even want to come back to do the last one. Nobody fucking wanted to. They had to fucking throw the kitchen sink at the dude so that he would fucking do it, apparently. And then that was a fucking disaster. The fuck are you talking about? You're retroactively trying to change the history of Star Wars, and for what? For the protection of Disney Star Wars, you fucking shill.
Because he was like, nope, we're not going to delay it. We're not going to delay it. We're going to make that May date. You just do it. All of that's Iger. Tell you something else I was told. Okay, now this one to me was like,
I'll tell you something else I was told. Notice that when he goes between these things, like, yeah, this person told me, and like, it's so bullshit.
Really, really weird. And this one is hard for me to kind of wrap my head around. It's kind of hard for me to wrap my head around. I was told that Kathleen Kennedy wanted Rey and Luke to be the primary focus. And again, guys, this
fuck. Do you not remember the Force is Female t-shirts? Like, what are you talking about, dude? You're trying to change what I saw with my eyes and what I heard with my ears from like fucking over the last 10 years.
This is I'm having trouble even saying it.
Fucking end.
Okay.
So fucking just say
but the death of the Skywalkers
was Bob Iger.
The death of the Skywalkers, going away from George's stuff, making Luke a bad mentor to Rey. It wasn't Kathy.
This guy's running defense for fucking Disney Star Wars. Big time. Oh, hang on. We've got a whole new low now. We've got a whole new low. Not only do we and talk so arrogantly to his fucking chat, not only do we clear our nose every fucking couple of seconds, now we're going to scratch our fucking balls. With a snot in there as well. It wasn't Kathy.
That's tough to sit with, huh?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I gotta say this. If this is true, and it was really Iger.
Hang on. You've just gone for 17 minutes telling everybody that it's basically your sources have come out and confirmed. And you fucking sat there and you basically blatantly said everything. What was this that you just said?
I gotta say this. If this is true.
If this is true, you are a fucking dweeb. You know that?
And it was really Iger.
You're a fucking dweeb. A lying, grifting piece of shit.
Imagine, because look, I will tell you this. We're going to break it down in a logical sense. I mean, I actually think there's a lot of evidence to suggest that this is true. You know, if you read that...
In fact, you are the true definition of a grifter. Getting all that money, and they're not delivering on your fucking promises.
The Bob Iger's book and the whole thing with George and everything. I mean, like, some of the stuff he just says right out there, and... you know, Bob Iger is a very cutthroat business guy.
Oh, let me snot again.
So anyway, let me just, man. So it's possible that that was actually Iger. And it's possible that Iger was pushing for these things because he wanted, literally, it's just basically like this, guys. All the shit we attributed to Kathy as far as like, oh, Disney wants just their version of Star Wars to be the one, right? We always said Kathy was like, oh, we want the girl version of Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like, because we want it to be different from George's. Oh, Kathy doesn't like the prequels, which, you know, maybe, I don't know. I don't exactly know how she feels.
None of that was actually Kathy, is what you're saying.
You is like a lot of that we attributed to Bob or to Kathleen Kennedy can be attributed to Bob Iger. It really does seem like from this very good source here that guy did not like George, did not want to glorify all of George's shit, and instead wanted to focus on all of the Disney assets and the Disney characters. Okay, so much so that he might have been the one that pushed Luke Skywalker out of the limelight, which is like crazy because the biggest problem I think a lot of people have really when you come down to it was shitting on the legacy characters and denigrating Luke Skywalker and not like having him be at his place. Now, ironically, like. a bunch of like really cringy fangirls and like annoying people on social media really like allowed that narrative to take hold and maybe make it really seem like, yeah, it was Kathy and here's a bunch of people that are pro Kathy and like they really do want to shit on Luke and all that sort of stuff.
Kathy.
But if you really kind of look past that and you start to peel back the layers a bit,
What
I don't know.
layers?
I mean, one of the big questions we've had over the last couple of years has been, why doesn't Bob Iger talk about Star Wars more?
Because he's the fucking CEO of Disney, not Lucasfilm. In fact, I think Bob Iger's talked more about Star Wars than any of the other fucking franchises that he's actually bought or acquired for Disney. This guy's a fucking idiot. 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes.
I want you to really think about what I'm about to say.
No.
We've wondered for a long time, why doesn't Bob Iger talk about Star Wars more? Why doesn't he talk more about Kathleen Kennedy? Why does he have a lot to say about Marvel, but very little to say about Star Wars? If you really think about it, a dysfunctional relationship between the president of that company and the CEO of its parent company would be a pretty good explanation for a lot of the strife and turmoil that has gone on at that company. And also,
yes, I think that there's probably a bit of that there. But you know where I think that comes from? I think that comes from the fact that Bob Iger acquired Disney hoping that it would be a fucking massive cash cow for him, right? Allowed fucking George Lucas to post Kathleen Kennedy in there, and Kathleen Kennedy destroyed it, which then he fucking hated. I think that's a simpler and a more cohesive way of thinking about the relationship between the parent company and the minor company.
why he doesn't want to comment on it. Because if he knows that it's him that's overriding decisions and fucking things up, and then he says that it's her, he's culpable. But he can also position in such a way where he doesn't say the truth and allows the narrative to and this is where I think, like, if all of this is true.
So if he has said that it's her and it's not her, why doesn't she just sue him for defamation?
Man, Kathleen Kennedy deserves something, you know, because Iger really did hang her out to dry. I mean, we all know how toxic it gets out there about Kathy. And if Iger was really the one that was causing some of this damage, and then allowing those narratives to persist and doing nothing to correct the record, and allowing it all just to be out there, then he's like a really big asshole. You know what I mean? Like, he's a really big asshole. Yeah, so that's kind of something that that I was told. Let me see if there's anything else I want to say.
That was something I was told.
Yeah, we did that.
So he was told that if it is true, he was told that if it is true. He's reading
by the
his
way,
own notes.
Yep, I think I've said all that needs to be said, but let me, oh no. Okay, there's more. I guess you guys probably want to hear about this. Okay, couple more, and then we'll bring it home. There was a Darth Bane series guys. There was a Darth Bane series. Bob Iger killed it. There was an Old Republic movie trilogy. And Bob Iger killed it.
Hurry up. Look at the time. Like, oh my God, I can't handle the arrogance and the pauses and the fucking this and the that. Like, for a good fucking minute, 2 minutes here, he says nothing.
There was a Darth Bane series guys. There was a Darth Bane series. Bob Iger killed it. There was an Old Republic movie trilogy.
Bob Iger
killed it.
Pause. Handshake. No. Pause. No. Tickle nose. Lip. Handshake. All right. Hang on.
I was told.
Here we go. Tickle nose. Lip.
I was told.
Finger.
That.
I was told that.
Kathy wanted to keep George's scripts and fought against it, and Bob Iger killed it. I was told that
so
Kathy wanted Luke and Rey to be the main characters, and she really wanted that relationship to be central and felt like it was really important. And Bob Iger did not want Luke in the picture because he did not want to glorify George's stuff and wanted to solidify the Disney stuff. I was told there was a massive tension between KK and Iger post the Lucas leaving after the scripts.
Oh, nose scratch. Do we get a snort? Oh, full rub around the chin. Do you see that? I mean, look, I know that this is a video clipped from a live stream, right? But I fucking hope I'm not this fidgety. I'm not this pausey. Like, I know I pauses. I know there's some dead air on streams and stuff like that. But I hope that I don't pause this massively in between points or something that I'm trying to make so arrogantly. Look at this.
Massive tension between KK and Iger post the Lucas leaving after the scripts.
Scratch the nose. Full on. Get in there with the thumb. All the way down. Rub the chin.
I'm not joking. And this is the best source I have. The most reliable, best source I have.
Oh, he could be on it, man.
So you don't have to believe it.
He could be.
I don't even know if I believe it all. But
I don't know
it is
if
quite
I
interesting how it all
believe it
happened.
all. But didn't it come from your sources, which are really credible?
And it's quite interesting how it all happened. It's quite interesting how it all came out. Adam Driver's out here making some serious waves. And
It's not making serious waves at all. What are you talking about? Oh my God, my brain's going to fucking explode. Can we just
bringing up some crazy shit.
Blah, 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 blah. I don't want to hear your voice
So,
anymore.
that's what we're
Thank
streaming on
you.
Tuesday.
Goodbye. See ya. We done the video. 10 seconds. Goodbye. Oh my God. What a retard. I got nothing to comment on that. It's just retarded, man. It's just retarded. The cope. The cope. Trying to play defense for Kathleen Kennedy now. What a joke. Play it again. Dude. Dude. Oh, man. Man.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? All I'm going to say is if anybody out there believes anything that Josh is saying, if you got problems, man, you got issues, you got real issues. Fuck me. What a video. 15,000 views. I do a Star Wars video, I get 100. Sad. All right. For the seal of the week, we've got Josh. I think after that video, he deserves the win. We've got Redney's Holocron. And we've got Snorm. Jesus. Oh, it doesn't look like Josh is going to win. We got 18 votes in the chat. How many we got here? We got 33 people still watching. Can we get a couple of votes in the chat? Can we get at least the 20? Josh thinks that Kathleen Kennedy needs an apology, so that's number one. Number three also thinks that Kathleen Kennedy needs an apology. And Retney's Holocron can't understand why people still hate Ray after they showed her training, after people had criticisms of why she was so powerful without training. We got 19. Can we get that one more? Oh, and we've tied it up. We have tied it up. Can we get one more? Hello, lurkers. I see you. Well, I don't see you, but I know you there. I know you're there. B-Man's been trying to get me make me a mail order husband for some American. I want an American Christian woman. Little and petite would be nice because I'm not the biggest dude. I'm 5'10". I like to think that I'm reasonable. Yes, the cat, man. But I don't want to be a stay-at-home husband. House Ben. B-Man. What a fucking legend. Smash that like button. Did we get one more vote at least? Oh, we did get the 20. Oh, and it went the other way, the way that I didn't think it was going to go. We're going to end it there. We are going to end it there. All right. So this week, in last place, in third place, with 15% of the vote was number 3. In second place, so close with 40% of the vote was Joshy Boy. And the winner of this week's Seal of the Week is Red News Holocron. Congratulations, Red News Holocron. You've only won a couple of times, but you get another victory this week. Congratulations.
I'm the Jedi.
Okay, guys. We're all done for the day. Casual Rage has been awesome. Thank you for thank you for being here. Fuck, that pissed me off. Howdy! Zacharat's here, just as we're finishing. Thank you, dude. That's it. That's it. We're all done. Casual Rage, thank you. Next week, hopefully it won't be too so Star Wars flooded. Be way better if we can just have some little Star Wars stuff here and there. Sick of getting angry about it. I'm fucking watching that. I think moving forward, if we're going to watch anything when it comes to that stuff, we'll probably just go to Grizzy. When is the next one? The next stream will be next week. Obviously, there's Flashcast this weekend, but this time next week, or 2 hours earlier from now. Yep, same time next week. When daylight savings ticks over, though, I'll probably push the stream forward with daylight savings changing for you Americans. We'll just have to play it by ear and work it out. But thank you, Beta Bucks Deluxe, for your super chats. I really appreciate that. SWA for your super chats and your member chats. Thank you to all the members. I really appreciate you guys. Your ongoing support is greatly appreciated. Definitely helps. I like getting this little injection of maybe a couple of $100, $200 or $300 in my account each month, which is really nice. Definitely helps. So I really appreciate that support. There will be more videos as they come. There are some days where I'm sort of struggling something to do a video on, and I really do want to try and do a video a day. But there have been some times where I'm like, man, I don't really want to go into politics too, because obviously there's politics stuff that I could just be talking about all the time, but I don't really want to do that. Anyway, thanks again, guys, for being here. We will see you next week. Is there anyone streaming right now? Let's have a look. Cecil is streaming. Cecil is streaming. I'm just going to bring this up so I can grab the link. Go and give Cecil a raid, a Rhino raid. You put Philip in there as well. Well, there's Cecil. There's Philip. Go and make your mind up. And we'll see you next week for another awesome fucking Casual Rage. Oh, we got a super chat. Another super sticker from Beta Bucks Deluxe. I appreciate you, dude. I need to go back to see what it fucking was, because I went to Cecil's. What is it? What is that? It's a big controller wearing glasses, and the glasses are coming down. Thank you, Beta Bucks Deluxe. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support. Thank you. We will see you next week for another Casual Rage. Bye, everyone.
They came bounding over.
Fuck off! Disney! You fucking cunt!
Yeah, I think I remember seeing the movie. There's one scene that sticks out, and it probably sticks out for everybody, which is that, have you heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
I
few minutes. Are you kidding? At the rate they're gaining.
No, what is it? You have to shoot this. Traveling through hyperspace is like Dustin Crop's kid. Without precise calculations, we fly too close to a store. They're bounce into a supermarket and then...
Yeah.
Be a hell of a mess.
What's that?
Watch. You're losing your deflector shields. Go strap yourselves in. Be careful on the way out.
Yeah, sure. I'm taking very close.
You go away.
Bounce too near a supermarket?